Were you in the clubhouse when they had to go looking for Kirk Gibson to bring him back out?
I was in the clubhouse. I'm the one that ran into him in the training room where he was getting worked on, and I had to go pick up towels. I was making my rounds, and that you hear over the loudspeaker, you hear Vince Scully speaking on how we'll be without the services of Kirk Gibson tonight. And the minute he heard that, he goes, "Mitch, get my uniform." So I went and got his uniform, and he got dressed, and I just followed him around, and he goes, "Hey, can you get a bucket of balls and meet me down by the little net down there?" Because we didn't have a cage, we had a little net. The cage was all the way down where the bullpen was, and it's so far away from the action, by the club or the dugout. So anyway, he told me to go get him, so I got him, and I stand there, and Ben Hines, our hitting coach, walked by, and Gibby just looks at him. He goes, "Hey, are you going to help me out here?" And he goes, "No, why don't you get Mitch to help you?" And we were behind in that game, and it was like nobody was real happy. So I go, "Sure, I'll help you." And so I put balls on a tee for him, and he showed me the location. And the scouting report said backdoor slider with a 3-2 count on Eckersley, and so I started doing that with him. And like halfway through, he goes, "I'm going to need you to put a little movement on it. So I'm not going to hit a ball that's just sitting there. So I need you to do some movement." So when we got done with that, I'm sitting on a bucket, and he's not doing anything but looking down at me, and he goes, "Mitch, this could be the script." Those were his exact words. And I'm like, I knew what he meant by that, but it's like, holy cow, this guy's just told me what he's going to do. And he goes, "I need you to go down and get Tommy." And I'm wearing a pair of cut-off jeans, and I'm wearing a Dodger t-shirt, and I run down there, and I'm screaming at Tommy as loud as I can because I don't want to get on camera wearing my Daisy Dukes out there or whatever. so so anyway, I finally get Tommy's attention. He comes over, and he goes, what do you need? I'm trying to win a game out here." I go, "Tommy, Gibby says he get hit. You better go see him. He's up the ramp." And that started it all off. He went up there and talked to him, and I don't think they wanted Kirk to be out on the bench, but he had his helmet on. He had a bat in his hand, and he went out there, and he's just sitting there, and he's like twitching. He's like, you could tell he's getting into this. And but I stayed there with him. I was right down by the well there for the photo well, and Tommy's at the very end of the dugout. And so when Kirk moved towards the bat rack, grabbed his bat, walked out onto the on deck circle, the fans were already starting to go. You could already hear them. And I'm making this long, but I have to do it. So
No, I love it.
but it's like, yeah, it is history. But I could, during that time when he went out there, I started feeling things in my body. It's like, just my hair was starting to stand up, and I looked out to right field, and I'm thinking, man, that'd be incredible if he could hit it out to right field. And I'm just imagining this out to right field and dump it like in the first 10 rows or so, something like that. And he kept fouling balls off, so it was taking longer for me to get my dream going there. But but when he finally did connect with that, it was like it took the same path that I saw. And I didn't tell people for like 7-10 years after that fact that all this was going on, and I don't care who believes me or not. I don't care. But he was a very what do you call it? He would see things, and things would happen with Kirk, and it was like he visualized everything.
Wow.
And I was just happened to be visualizing what he was visualizing. And sure enough, that ball landed out there, and I go, I can't believe it. And like I said, I had goosebumps. I had my hair standing up, and every time I tell the story, though, it happens to me again.